just gonna get started on a super easy chicken thigh recipe. So to start with my veggies, I have a whole bunch of asparagus with 2 carrots I have just washed and diced, and about 4 to 5 red potatoes. You can definitely use another potato if you would like. For our chicken, we are using chicken thighs that I have just kind of cut off all the gross parts to, and then we're just gonna place everything together onto our sheet pan. For seasonings, I have 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of Italian, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 tablespoon of ranch, and just some pepper to taste. Pour on some avocado oil, and we are just going to mix this together until it is fully combined. And look at me, guys, I got gloves because chicken makes my hands itch so bad. I just went in with a little bit more of that ranch right on top of the chicken. We are going to place this in the oven at 425 for 25 to 27 minutes until our chicken and potatoes are completely cooked. It is so easy. Next up, we are making this Cajun dish. For our potatoes, again, we are using red potatoes, about 4 that I've just diced up and washed. Place that onto your sheet pan alongside 2 red bell peppers that we just sliced up. For the sausage, I'm using this Heart brand. I've never used it before, but it was on sale, so I went ahead and picked it up. We're just going to use 1 link of this. And then for our seasonings, I had this Tony's Bold. None of these seasonings I measured out. I just kind of measured with my heart because I love Cajun seasoning, so the more seasonings, the better. But we have onion powder, garlic powder, and parsley. We are going to be cooking this at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. Once all seasons up, I'm pouring on some avocado oil just to mix this all together. And then once it is fully mixed, just place this into the oven. While this is cooking, we are going to season up our shrimp. So I just have 1 bag of frozen medium shrimp from Walmart that I'm, again, just adding the seasonings of the Tony's Bold, garlic powder, onion powder, and parsley. Once this is done, we are going to add on our shrimp and then pour over 1 tablespoon of butter alongside all of the seasonings. Give this a good mix. We are just going to cook this for about 5 to 10 minutes until our shrimp is done. You definitely don't want to overcook your shrimp because it can become very rubbery, but this is so good, full of flavor, and I definitely had enough leftovers. Next up, we are making a potato nacho. So we are just going to start with about 4 russet potatoes that I just sliced up super thin. We are going to be pouring over some avocado oil and then just brushing on our potatoes. I have my oven preheated right now at 400 degrees, and we are just going to season our potatoes with some salt and pepper, and we are going to cook this for 15 to 20 minutes until our potatoes are soft. While that's cooking, I have 1 pound of hamburger meat that I've just cooked and drained alongside some taco seasoning, but you could add whatever seasonings you would like. I am just going the taco route on this. So just add your hamburger meat right on top with some cheddar cheese, and we are just going to place this in the oven for an additional 5 minutes until our cheese is melted. I went very simple with this, but you could definitely top yours with some sour cream or avocado, some vegetables if you would like, but I just made this for an easy lunch. I'm going to pour some of this gator drool right on top for some extra flavor and spice. These are so easy, a great lunch, and they just come together really quickly. Now, for my favorite meal of this is a buffalo chicken potato, everything on it is amazing type dish. So I have 2 red potatoes and 3 russet potatoes that I'm just pouring on some olive oil, and we are just going to season our potatoes with some salt and pepper just to taste. Now, I was running a little low on my ranch seasoning, but if you're going to make this, use an entire packet of ranch. Replace that in the oven at 425 for about 15 to 20 minutes. For our chicken, I'm using chicken thighs, and our seasonings are going to be 1 teaspoon of ranch, 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper, a half a teaspoon of chili powder, and just salt and pepper to taste. Mix this all together, and we are just going to place this back into our fridge until our potatoes are done. For our bacon, I'm using the thick cut. I just cooked up 4 slices. Once the potatoes are finished, we just move those out of the way to place our chicken right there in the middle. And we're just going to spread it out, that way it's not overcrowded. We place this back in the oven for an additional 25 minutes until our chicken was done. Once finished, I am just going to cut up my bacon, add that to the top of this. You could definitely use your hands, but it was a little warm and the scissors were much easier. For our cheese, I'm using cheddar cheese that I'm just sprinkling right on top alongside the hot buffalo sauce. I love this brand. It's my absolute favorite. So just pour as much as your heart desires on top. I just placed this back in the oven for an additional 5 minutes until our cheese was nice and melted. I hope you guys enjoyed this sheet pan recipe. If you need some more dinner inspiration or you wanted to spice it up a little bit, check out my date night recipes. They were so delicious and guaranteed for a perfect date night. So I'll catch you guys there.